Hey Libra, let's get into your reading for May 2024. Divine guidance and love and clarity is my intention with tarot. Divine guidance and love and clarity. So Libra, what are your messages for May 2024? Fantastic. Whoop. This is some nice healing action and moving forward, like a rebirth energy sun card, moving you forward, gently moving you forward, or even quite powerfully moving you forward. There is a little hurdle as far as feeling this rebirth. There's some sort of acknowledgement of healing, like the mother wound. I'm getting that from the Queen of Pentacle reverse, is often like a distorted perception around our femininity or inherited false perceptions from the mother, uh, and or a distorted perception of women in general. And of course, in general readings, you guys, you can do what you like with the genders. So yeah, you could be interpreting that slightly differently. But yeah, the sun card is like this divine rebirth and healing of the mother wound, and then you're being guided forward with the chariot card. For some of you, Libra, this could really feel like a brand new beginning. And the Fool card, obviously, there's a lot of major arcana here supporting this core healing. That's the feels that I'm getting. Wow. Judgments. This is some sort of huge culmination for you. The King of Wands is also here with the sun energy, making me feel like you're gonna get the spark, you're gonna feel jazzed, you're gonna feel a certain fire, passion, momentum, boldness to move forward as well. And or that's and this is another energy coming into your world, the fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, firing you up, getting you excited, being like, hey, let's go do this, let's go do that, let's go hang out and do some things. This is a brand new beginning, healing, judgment, positive judgment, completing, closing down, going, we're not going to go there anymore, we're not going to worry about that thing anymore, we're not going to go in that direction, we're just going to get excited and move in these positive, really good directions. Let's get another layer for clarity. So Libra, divine guidance and loving clarity, divine guidance and loving clarity for Libra. There's some sort of consideration here as well. Like it's almost like now you're in a more powerful position to really consider the people, places, and things that are going on in your life, and you're mindfully placing people where you would like them to be. There's a little bit of a seriousness here. I think with these are major changes. There's a lot of good positive energy. There's a lot of depth as well. Consideration is the word I keep hearing. More than likely after a lot of releasing, a lot of letting go, which is just this ongoing transformational cycle of life. We let go of things, we move on, we move forward, we process pain, we move on, we move forward, we come down from times of high vibratory and lots of joyful, speedy, what excitement, these cycles, divine guidance and loving clarity. There's something too as well. King of Wands, if this is someone in your life, there's someone in your life that is helping to offer you greater mental freedom. It's like a support shining on you, and there's a little bit of a delicateness about this freedom, about this potential for freedom that almost feels like, oh no, maybe I'm safer in the cage, maybe, but then you've got the wings and you've gotten the cages open. So there's a sense of like you're being permission to break out of some sort of maybe enslavement pattern or just a limitation of mind. again, it's more than likely this King of Wands character, upright, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, a fire sign, a bold, someone who shines light for you, and you can feel the warmth of them shining light for you in this idea of breaking free out of our own mental constraints. That's what the Eight of Swords is about. It's breaking out of our own mental prison. That's why energetically there's a greater discernment, a greater consideration. Another word is like being deliberate, right? Like how are we using our energy? This is sort of like a graduation to another level of responsibility and awareness. No, this is Seven of Swords. It's in the reverse. It would appear like a lot of emotional healing or emotional rebirth has allowed you to lay down the sword of deception. And I always see these as a two-way thing, as far as when we are continuing to find more honesty and authenticity and vulnerability in our lives, we are able to see through it and other more clearly. Thus, we're not likely to be attracting as much of that energy into our lives when we're more vulnerable, when we're more honest, right? So whether it's your self-deception or the ways that we hide or mask, or whether it's attracting those types of people in our life, there's an emotional rebirth, which is going to clarify a lot of those energies. This is, again, really, no doubt, I would say, suddenly looking at the major themes of this month, a judgment right there in the middle, new energy, moving forward, rebirth. It's like, yeah, no doubt, Ace of Cups, your heart is likely feeling renewed. It's, this is always cyclical type of energy. So it's likely you're like, yeah, I did that. I consciously dissolved that. I consciously worked through that. I stopped deceiving myself. I started healing myself. Temperance, like really getting connected. Refining our sense of emotionality, refining our sense of emotional connection, which is total in its self-awareness. And this is part of you're probably aware of, like, oh my God, I think I can break free from this. I think I can let go of these shackles. I think I can, break out of this prison. And yet so often when we're about ready to break through something, a lot of fears can come up, or doubt. I'm getting 5 of Wands, potential doubt, battling. Oh no, can I? But it's all that doubt intermixed with, again, previous cycles of wounding, distorted messaging. It's like that idea of manipulative love. And then I think of that Stockholm syndrome, right? Which is a lot to do with just the way of our own mind, is that the familiar becomes known, which becomes safe, even if it's not. And the Eight of Swords is alone. So there's a sense of, like, we know it's not sustainable to just be alone in our own mind, right? We want to be discerning and deliberate, and or consider the energetic exchanges and the things we have going on in our lives to be responsible with regards to, especially when we're more self-aware. This energy's come up a bit. It might be to do, I think it could have something to do with just the spring is in the air in the northern hemisphere. Similarly, I often do spring clear outs. I do regular clear outs, but just yesterday spontaneously start doing lots of cleaning and clearing. And so there, yes, for finding greater balance. So, setting off in new beginnings, having a surge of excitement or new energy or new levels of awareness, there's a certain amount of excitement, right? Or like, oh my gosh, I'm going to break free. So within all of that, there's this continual practice of balancing our energies, organizing our lives. Like, I always think of just the simplicity of organizing a drawer in our kitchen, or organizing, our car, like cleaning the cars. Like, I love that. For me, I love having a clean car. Doing things that make space, opening windows, or clearing out a closet. Libra, there's definitely looking to be some activations for you this month. And I've been saying this probably for a lot of the videos recently, but like staying grounded is like oh, look at my boo-boo. Staying grounded is like huge right now. Um, the grounding aspect is offering greater mental clarity and stability. If we're frenetic, ungrounded, it's going to be near impossible to anchor the clarity of mind and focus. Right, like being relaxed. I talk about this in our yoga practice, but when we're relaxed, we're in an optimal healing state. You know, when we're calm and relaxed, the mind is open to depth of thought, clarity, creativity. And again, the way we intuit that, the way we work with that, the way we extend that is different for all of us. Some of us use words, some of us use cards, some of us use the body, instruments, music, right? Like there's just this sort of infinite abundance. Nice card. Oh, Libra. Oh, Libra. I know who this is for. Abundance. This is such a freaking awesome card. We did a video together. A good friend of mine, Scott Zatzela, has a tattoo of this legendary. This is my favorite card in the Osho deck. I find it all at once like soothing and healing and also like regenerative, but the color and again the sense of abundance and like joie de vivre. And I think of like going to festivals and just like having such a glorious, wonderful time at festivals and like everybody's in this sort of state of being. Nice, fantastic. Let's go. One more card for Libra. Let's see what we get. Libra, divine guidance. What's the final messages for my Libra lovers? There's some nice, clear messaging here. And again, a lot of major arcana for you, Libra. So there's some big changes that, again, we're all connected, etc. So there's likely to be a sense of this already, or like a knowing that, yeah, I'm definitely moving in this direction, or I'm being more deliberate, more considerate about how I'm using my energy so I stay really balanced. And then the quietude, the spaciousness, and then allowing that support and love and warmth to gently guide you out of those old mental prisons. And this is, I'm almost getting kind of a specific message, like these are just little patterns that and we would all have them, or otherwise, but some patterns in our mind that put us into this feeling of like loneliness and isolation, imprisonment, you know? So if even in reflection, we connect to like the places, the times, places, things, people, what have you, that somehow reverb us back into that feeling of isolation and loneliness, it might offer us clues. And then some different people or expressions that bring lightness, that bring warmth, that bring that sense of like, it's okay. Will gently get you kind of peeking out into this sort of new perception. Again, it's a healed perception because it's that mother wound aspect, which I could also say instead of mother wound, just to speak to core wounding. And you know, depending on your perspective, that's multi-dimensional, that's multi-generational. Yeah, as in it could be multiple lifetime, it could be your blood lineage as far as inherited generational stuff, and then your own totality as far as like your soul bank memory. So there's a fair, you know, there's different ways of looking at it that I think allow us to integrate things, embody things more by opening our mind and then allowing those processes to move through the body. And that's that thing about why it's important sometimes, and why we focus as a species on our physical wellness, because our physical wellness is the container for the processing and the expression of the soul mind, right, that's coming through the gate. So you know, here we are rambling on, but it's great to be here with you, Libra. You guys are amazing. I have some amazing Libra, including Scott, friends, and I just consider, and throughout my life, Libra energy has often been quite kind of angelic and offered me grace and balance. And I have a Libra stellium in my 10th house. I have Mars and Saturn and Pluto all in Libra up there in my 10th house. So it's a, it's interesting, you know, working with that Libra energy as far as like commitment to justice and fairness, and why that is such a powerful sort of well, even you could say the Time Lord of Saturn being up there would be a karmic, like it's a soul impulse. It's sort of a karmic mesh, as it were. Mars wants to drive that forward, but it's interesting having Mars in Libra, because I do at times struggle with moving things forward, or like I'm not sure, because I'm so sort of wanting it to be fair and balanced, that it takes a while to like orient ourselves of what is really fair and how does that affect me, and how does that affect the other person, like going on over and over things before actually being able to like express or communicate properly. So to each their own. Libra, thank you for being here. I hope that you guys have a wonderful month. Let me know if that resonates with any of you guys. And if you're curious, you're still here, I do have a Patreon community. They always get ad-free first access. Patreons also get good little discounts on when we have private sessions, or when if you want to work with me, having readings, yoga sessions, breath work. The Patreons from $5 to $20 dollars a month, and then you get access to exclusive deals and stuff. So feel free to check that out. Otherwise, have a wonderful month. It's so great to be with you here at the YouTube. I'm on TikTok and Instagram, so feel free to check out those platforms as well. And mostly just look after yourself. Lots of love, Libra. Have a